Okay, in this tutorial we're going to continue where we left off with the delete story functionality. As you saw, we had just built the passing the value from the stories page to the delete page where it showed us a message that we were about to delete a particular story and asked us if we wanted to make sure, and then we hit the button. But right now if we hit the button, nothing happens. So what we need to do is we need to build the functionality that allows this to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and select all this copy that we've just written, and I'm going to tab it over because we are going to wrap this in a conditional. So now, if you remember, our value for our attribute, our value for our name attribute that will be passed when the submit button is hit, the value that would be posted is delete story. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to create a conditional that says if delete story has been posted, or if this exists, post delete story. We're going to do something else. So if it hasn't been posted, we are going to see what we just saw, and if it is posted, so I'm going to scooch that over. Oops. My tabs are all messed up. Still messed up. Bloody hell. Anyway, so we'll close the curly brace there. So again, we'll save this. If we refresh the page, we're going to see this. If we hit the delete button, it'll be blank. So you can see where our process is working. So what we want to do is work in here. Now the first thing that we need to do, why are my tabs all jacked up? The first thing that we need to do is we need to grab out of this. So let's do the print R just to see what's being posted. Okay, so let's take a look at our page, refresh, if we hit delete. So you can see that it's posting, the story ID is 5, right? And then what is that number 1 coming from? Interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn that off. We don't need echo, that's what it's doing. Save, refresh. That's what it was. Okay. So we're posting the story ID 5 is getting posted, so we want to capture that and turn it into a variable again. So again, we're going to do story ID equals, but this time it's post, and the value we want is story ID. So it's interesting here to take a look at what you've done now. You know, when the page first loads, it uses the get global function to get it out of the URL, and then when we post it, we're doing it from the post array, so that you can see the different uses. Okay, so after we do that, what we need to do is we need to connect to our database. So I'm going to copy this script again, and we don't need that row variable because we're not going to echo anything out of the array that's returned. Ugh, my tabs are all messed up here. Alright, so what we need to do here is not select stories. We want to delete from stories where story ID equals story ID. That is exactly what we want. Then what we do is we're going to create a little conditional that checks. Oh, am I having a problem with the server? My internet connection here at home has been acting crazy. Alright, so we need to create a conditional here. If the result variable exists, we need to say, if the result variable exists, we want to echo story has been deleted. And or else, if it hasn't been deleted, we want to echo story has not been deleted. But it should work. I mean, this is only there really, that only work comes up that one time. So let me go back. Let me refresh the page. So now when I hit delete, story has been deleted. So all my code's working. So if I go back to stories, that's interesting. So well, it seems to be I have lost my server. The web portion has. So that concludes this tutorial.